Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell, we're gonna be perming my hair today. I know I look crazy, okay? This hair, this god-awful makeup right now. I literally got out of work, went to the gym, came home, made me dinner, and now I'm gonna perm my hair. So it's been kind of a long day. It's currently 10 p.m. right now, and I just have to perm my hair today. If you guys have seen any of my other perm videos, I think I have like 4 or 5 of them on my channel now. This is like my 5th year, I think, perming my hair on my own. But if you guys have watched those videos, you guys know that perming your hair is an extensive process and you kind of have to plan out your days. Like 3 days, you need to allow yourself like 3 days to like perm your hair. So considering I'm not gonna have any time, this is like really my only time to perm it before my birthday trip in a couple weeks. I like to perm my hair right before my birthday every year because I just like the fresh curls. I just think they look so much better. And yeah, it's my birthday. I go on a trip every year, so I just need them looking right. So right now, this situation that's happening right now on top of my head, I don't know what this is, so let's take this out. So if you guys haven't watched my other perming videos, you guys can go ahead and go check those out if you don't feel like a lot of your questions got answered in this video. I feel like I have like 4 or 5 different perming videos on my channel right now, and I do give different information in all of them kind of. So I do want to go through a couple of questions now before we jump right in because I have to go take a shower first. First question being is how damaging is a perm? First of all, let me say, I am not a licensed cosmetologist. I know nothing about hair. I low-key hate doing my fucking hair. I am just a person that perms her hair at home because it's cheaper and it looks better than getting it done in a salon. The very first year I permed my hair, I did a shit ton of research. So to every single person out there that is watching this video, do your research. Do your research on what the different like terms mean when you're perming your hair, like porous and like exothermic and acid perm. What's the difference between a lotion wrap? Like, do your own research about what perm you think is going to be great for your hair. My hair, this is the perm that I use every single year. It's something that works for me. My hair doesn't react in any type of way. But again, that's just me. I'm not licensed. I don't know really a lot of what I'm talking about. I did my own research about perms in general. That being said, perms are very, very, very damaging to your hair. They're way more damaging than dyeing your hair and probably just as damaging, if not more, than bleaching your hair. So you do have to be really careful with how often you're perming your hair, and you also need to ask yourself, like, is my hair already damaged enough? Like, do you dye your hair constantly? Is your hair bleached? Is your hair any type of like chemically treated? Because if it is, a perm is probably not right for you at this time. I would probably suggest you waiting until you get your hair into a healthier state before perming your hair because it is damaging. What you're doing is literally like breaking the bonds, the natural bonds of your hair, and then reconstructing them into a curl form. So yes, it is damaging. So how I prevent damage in my hair, or not prevent, but maybe like lower, minimize, reduce damage in my hair, is I always do a hair mask a couple of days before my perm. So I usually do hair masks like once every couple of months, and I just do like the regular coconut oil masks. Like, I'll just warm up some coconut oil in the microwave and throw that in my hair. Especially right before I'm gonna do a perm, I'll do the same thing. I'll do a coconut hair mask. This time I wasn't able to let my coconut oil set as long as I wanted it to. Typically I like to do it for a full 24 hours. Like, I'll throw that coconut oil in and then I'll like wrap my hair in a bun and let that bitch sit in my hair for like 24 hours. This time I couldn't do that because I was working. So what I did was I just did 2 different coconut oil hair masks. I did one yesterday, washed it out this morning, but I also did one the day before. So I did 2 different coconut oil masks and I tried to leave it in my hair as long as possible. So that's just what I do. You guys, again, do your own research, see what your hair likes, something to get it really moisturized and really strengthened for the perm. Another common question I get asked is, how long does a perm last? A perm can last anywhere from 6 weeks to 12 weeks, really, is what people say. Now, me, the way I do my perms, I do not perm my hair every 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. I do not do that. I will literally perm my hair once a year. This right here, what you're looking at, this is a year's worth of growth. And you can tell that here on the bottom, I still have a lot of curls in my hair. Like the curls have not died down, and I will tell you why. But I also have a lot of hair growth up here. So you can see that like my hair, my natural hair, my straight hair is all growing out here, and the curls don't start until down here. So typically the way I style my hair when it's getting close to that year mark is I very rarely just wear it straight down. Sometimes I will like flip it over to the side and I'll have like some volume here, but most of the time I'm clipping it up. I'm doing the whole like, you know, Selena's look up here. I'm doing lots of other styles to my hair. That way you can't really see the hair growth as much. Now, as I said, I still have a lot of curl in my hair. You guys can still see that these curls are really actually still defined. And I did something different this time around when I was perming my hair this last time. I actually told myself that I wasn't going to wash my hair as often as I did, because if you guys watch my very last perming video that I posted, you will see how different my curls look. My curls look flat. And this time around, even though I'm re-perming my hair, my curls are still really like intact. So I wasn't washing my hair as often, and I know people are gonna like freak out about this, but I only wash my hair like twice a week. I do not wash my hair every single day. Do I take body showers? Yes, people. But I only have 2 like wash days, hair wash days a week. I find that by doing this, it really preserves your curls, it doesn't flatten them as much, and your perm lasts a lot longer. I also get questions about if I need to use a certain shampoo whenever you perm your hair. You totally could. You totally could. Personally, me, I'm not about to drop $80 on a fucking shampoo and then another $80 on a fucking conditioner. Not gonna happen in my book, okay? I don't got it like that. So I just use regular shampoo. I use whatever it is that I'm trying out at the time. Sometimes it's Pantene, sometimes it's OGX, sometimes it's like those different like Maui ones from Ulta, just whatever it is that I buy, and I like to try different products. That's just kind of what I use. I do try to look for shampoo and conditioners that are protecting, strengthening, and sometimes for curls, like specifically for curls. But again, I don't spend that type of money. If you would like to, you can definitely do that, and it would probably help your curls last a lot longer. As I mentioned, with the curl is really damaging, so make sure that you're doing your protective hairstyles all the time. You don't want to be straightening your hair, you don't want to be curling your hair. Your hair is permed for a reason. Wear it that way, style it that way as much as you can. I'm not saying you should never do that, because I still do, but if you're going to do that, make sure you take the correct protective measures for your hair, doing hair masks, using heat protectant, all that good stuff. Another question that I always get asked, and I don't know because it's just like not on my mind when I'm perming my hair, is how many rods do you use? I literally cannot tell you how many rods I use. I can't. Like, it's different every time. Sometimes I run through all of these rods, and then sometimes I have a couple left over. I would say, if I'm guesstimating, maybe like 20, 40, 60 rods all together, but honestly that sounds kind of like a lot. So I don't know. I don't know how many rods I use. I'm just guessing 60. I know when I first started perming my hair, I think I bought like 4 packs of the gray rods and like 4 packs of the white, and that wasn't enough. I think it really depends on the amount of hair that you're rolling in each roller as well. So just be mindful of that. I'm always checking my comments on YouTube, so if you guys do have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below and I will respond as quick as I can. But as for right now, I think we're just gonna jump right in because it's already getting later and later. So what do you need to actually perm your hair? So these are the things that I use and that is necessary. Number 1 are end wraps. These are the ones that I use. They are called Perfect Papers by Fuji papers, and they're literally just, they're almost like blotting papers. So little dupe here if you don't want to spend the $6 for 10 blotting papers or 20 blotting papers. Perming papers, the end wraps, they're the same exact thing. I get this one that comes in this little box because when you pull it out, not only do you get another one here in the box, but this one also already has, this one's kind of messed up because it was in my cupboard, but it already has like a crease in it that you can use, and I will show you guys what I mean by the crease. When you're perming your hair, the crease is kind of really helpful in my opinion because I have used other papers in the past. End wraps are definitely necessary. Don't try to skip this step. These are like $3 at Sally's. They're necessary because they keep all of your ends together as you're rolling on the rod, so you're not like kind of like crimping your edges or like smashing your edges of your hair together. They're literally here to like roll your hair at the same time. spend the $3, get the freaking papers, okay? Next thing that is also necessary, this isn't a maybe, this is a necessary thing that you need if you're perming your hair, is reinforced cotton coil. This is also from Sally's. I think it's like $8, but you get literally 40 feet of this reinforced cotton coil. One box will typically last me like 2 or 3 perms. This is barely my second box that I've ever purchased, and I've already permed my hair like what, 5 or 6 times now. So I mean, again, spend the freaking $10 and just get the freaking cotton coil, okay? This is protective for your skin. Perms are so damaging to your hair, so that also means that they're damaging to your skin and they're damaging to your little eyeballs. So you need this freaking protective wrap. Don't skip this step. You need it, okay? Obviously, you're gonna need some perm rods. I have just gathered up my perm rods over the last couple of years. I think when I was first researching perms, it was saying something that like each color was a certain size, and I don't think that's necessarily true because all of these kind of look like the same size. I have the white, I have purple, gray, and pink. And they all look like this size. I don't know if you guys can tell that. It's not a full inch. I wanna say that these are either 1/2 inches or like 3/4 of an inch. The pink ones are the smallest ones that I have, and I only have a couple of those, but all the rest of them look like they're pretty much the same size. This is the size that I use. They're the smaller, skinnier ones. They're not the fatter, chunky ones. I find that the smaller, skinnier ones work better with my hair because I do have long hair and a lot of hair, and I like my curls to kind of sit a little bit tighter. So with that, I need a tighter curl, tighter rod. The last thing that you guys are gonna need is gonna be your perming solution. So this is the one that I use. I've been using the same exact one for years. This is the one and only Moisturizing Alkaline Perm. This is the one that has argan oil in it here at the bottom. I've been using the same exact perm for years and I've never had an issue. There are different kinds of perms. Again, do your research about what kind of perm you want. Mine is a moisturizing alkaline. There's also acid perms. There's also exothermic perms. There's different kinds of perms. Research which are which and which one you think is going to be suitable for your hair. I do use 2 boxes because like I said, I have a lot of hair, and with perming your hair, it's really important that every single piece of hair, every single strand of hair is saturated with the perming solutions. And I honestly think these are like what, $15 maybe? I don't know, at Sally's. I know for everything combined, when I first started perming my hair, I think I spent like $56 at Sally's. So it's affordable. So this is my hair before. As you guys can tell, it's grown out a couple of inches. I wanna say like 6 inches. Curls are looking pretty nappy right now, but I'm gonna go take a shower. This step is obviously so important because your hair needs to be wet for a perm. I do not use conditioner. That is step number 1. Do not wash your hair with any conditioner, okay? Shampoo only, wash it really nice and good. I'll see you guys when I get out. Okay, just got out of the shower. Again, only shampoo, no conditioner. This is what my hair looks like straight out the shower when it's wet. So I find that with a perm, it's easier to work from the top all the way down versus like when you're straightening your hair, like styling your hair, I typically will like clip up the top half and work on the bottom to the front. So perming your hair is a little bit opposite just because these rollers will literally get stuck on any piece of hair that's in its way, and it's very hard to get these rubber pieces out. So I'm just gonna start from the top, working my way down. This part will probably be a voiceover because this takes the longest. This takes me about an hour and a half just to wrap all of my hair. And I'm gonna watch some of the Umbrella Academy while I do it. So here we go. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to section off the top piece of my hair right here in the middle. I do this first because you're going to roll these rods a little bit differently compared to the rest of your hair, and the reason being is that you want to make sure that it actually fits on the rod. So you'll see me measure the rod there just to make sure that it's actually going to fit on the rod. And then each section of hair that you're going to be rolling, it needs to be wet, so keeping a spray bottle handy with some water is always key. And then the next step is going to be the end wrap. So this is what I was talking about, the crease right there in the middle. It fits honestly so perfectly on each section of hair, almost like a little taco, like you're making a taco with your hair. So half of the end wrap is going to sit on top, the other half is going to sit on the bottom of your hair. You're going to pull that all the way down to the, edges, the ends of your hair. Spritz it with a little bit of water just to make sure that everything stays together. Grab a perm rod and then start rolling. So the first couple of rods here at the top of your head are going to be rolled upwards. I always do this just because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural whenever the perm is finished. So I think I did 4 actually this time around, which I usually just at least try to do 2 minimum. Here at the top of your head, just roll it upward, so away from your face. When I say upward, I mean away from your face. So you can see I'm here doing the same exact thing, just rolling it upward. You want to make sure that the perm rods are going to be sitting as close as they possibly can to your scalp, and if that means that you have to re-roll some rods to get them a little tighter, then just go ahead and do that. This just helps keep the most volume at your roots, as well as keeping the perm as close to the roots as possible. After you do the first couple of rods here at the top, rolling away from your face, I don't really go in any particular order after that. All around my head, I just kind of do random order. So some rods I will roll away from my face, some rods I will roll inward, like towards my face. It really just all depends on just whatever piece of hair I grab. Really, I don't really pay attention to it. I think by doing it kind of, randomly, just makes it look a little bit more natural whenever the perm is finished. I also don't use any specific color of rod anywhere on my head. I kind of just grab whatever I grab. So if it's a white rod, pink rod, gray rod, purple rod, it doesn't even matter. It's really just randomly. I think that also gives it the most natural looking finish whenever you're done. So these next few clips are all sped up just because, again, this took me an hour and a half. But I'm just doing the same thing, making sure that every piece of hair is wet first, so spritzing it with some water, and then going in with the end wrap, wrapping your hair like a little taco, getting all of those ends perfect, and then putting in a perm rod and rolling it in whatever direction you choose, either inward or outward, making sure it sits nicely on the scalp. Alright guys, so all my hair is wrapped now. You can see that I just got different colors everywhere because I don't put them in like any particular order or anything. So now, because some of them might have dried out just a little bit since, took us an hour and a half, literally an hour and a half to do this, I just like to spritz it with some water all over, and then now we are actually ready to perm. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your cotton coil and you're literally just going to wrap your head around until you can't wrap it anymore. Usually for me it's like 3 times. So okay, now that you have the cotton, I like to wrap myself in like an old towel that I don't really care about. So then now we're actually going to perm. So I open my boxes, and in the box you're going to have 3 things. You're going to have a little like shower cap type thing to put on your head. You're also going to have the moisturizing alkaline perm itself, and then the neutralizer. So since I'm doing 2 boxes, I'm going to have 2 neutralizers and 2 perms. So inside the box, if you open the box, it will give you directions on how to put the perm in. Follow these directions and there won't be any issues, okay? Every perm is different though, so make sure that whatever your box says, that's what you do. I'm going to be doing the water wrap on mine. Now it says place cotton around your hairline and a towel at the nape of the neck, which we did. Now it says apply waving lotion to top and underside of each wrapped rod and resaturate. So the waving solution is obviously going to be like the actual perm. So it's saying to take this and saturate every single rod. Again, since we have 2 boxes, we have 2 bottles of waving solution that we're gonna apply. So I like to give it just a tiny little shake. Then you snap off the tops and then you saturate. You just squeeze it and get every single rod. Now we're going to take this cotton coil out because it's obviously saturated with some perming lotion, and then we're going to reapply a new coil, and then we are just going to let this process. All right guys, new cotton coil is in. So now all I got to do is wait for 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, you wait for 20 minutes. I'm going to put this funky cap on. What's that? A hat? Crazy funky. I don't know why that just reminded me of Wizards of Waverly Place.
What's that? A hat? Crazy funky junky hat.
But yeah, we're just gonna put this little cap on and then just wait for 20 minutes. So see you then.
A few moments later.
It's been 20 minutes. This perm specifically has like a stop action on it, so you don't need to do a test curl. So now I'm gonna remove this cotton coil and I'm gonna go rinse all of these rods in the bathtub for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll be back. Whew. I'm back. Okay, so now that all the rods are soaked and rinsed, you kind of just want to blot them a little gently with the towel. They're gonna be like soaking wet, so. And now we're gonna do another cotton coil, one more, because now we are going to apply the neutralizer. So now we're going in with the neutralizer, give it a good little shake, and then snip off the tops, and do the same exact thing, applying it to every rod, saturating each curl. All right, and now we just wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll take the rods out and we'll go give our hair a rinse. So it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take this coil off. That way we can start taking off these rods. Okay guys, just rinsed my hair. And yes, you do rinse it with all of the rods out the last time. I'm just kind of trying to get all the water out as much as I can. And it's gonna look a little funky now because you literally, I don't like to comb out any of the curls. So they look super, super tight. And I know I'm always tempted to like try to like separate the curls, but I don't do it. I don't separate the curls. I literally will just like keep my hair just like this, and I'm gonna go to sleep with it like this in a little bit. And this is how it's gonna just be for the next 2 days, and I'll show you guys what it looks like tomorrow. So these are them. It's already 12:30, so I'm gonna get my booty to bed, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning. So I look a mess. My hair obviously looks a mess. This is what we're working with right now. The curls are still pretty intact, a lot of them. I know it looks crazy. At this point, I don't like to tie up my hair or like put a clip in it or anything. Like, I just don't like putting any creases in it. I will go about my day looking exactly like this. So like I said, perms take a while. You kind of have to plan out your days and whether or not you're going to be busy. Today I have nothing to do really, just kind of like housework, and then I think I have to like go to the bank, but that's about it. I can handle my hair like this. So this hair will be like this again tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna go on about our day, and I will show you guys what it looks like tonight and maybe tomorrow morning. Good morning. So I just kind of woke up a little while ago. I washed my face, I brushed my teeth, but I'm still in my PJs. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and show you guys the status of the perm right now. So some curls are actually still intact, and it honestly at this point may look like you have fucking dreads. But that's all changing tonight. We finally get to wash our hair tonight. It's gonna be the 48-hour mark. So again, I'm just kind of chilling at home. If you guys do decide to tie up your hair or clip it up or anything, I recommend using one of like these hair ties that don't crease your hair. So just a recommendation. I will see you guys probably tomorrow or tonight when I style my hair and I finally wash it and everything, and that way you guys can see what we ended up with. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. This is what my curls are looking like now. So you can see that at the top there's a crap ton of curls and just volume in general. It is still pretty wet. I did put 2 products in my hair already, so it will kind of start to get a little bit more volumized as it dries. But yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. This is exactly what I was going for. You can see down here that the curls are still looking gorgeous as ever. So after you perm your hair, you're free to style it however you want to. Normally, I mean, people use like diffusers. You can straighten your hair, you can curl your hair, you can leave it down just like this, you can clip it up, you can literally do anything you want with your newly permed hair. I'm probably just gonna leave mine down. I'm just gonna go grab some pizza. So I'm not doing anything crazy, but I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what it looks like after the perm. So that's it, guys. That's it for my entire video. If you guys found this video helpful or useful in any type of way, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment down in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.